Hey everyone, it's VM Campos Magic Fan. So I'm back again with some streaming. I was organizing my vintage Magic card collection a moment ago, but now it's time to stream. If you were here for the morning stream, I drafted some Dominaria. Didn't do so well. I won once and lost twice, but let's do it again. Let's try to draft some Dominaria again. Rise a little bit in the ranks there. We'll see how it goes. So hello everyone. Let me just update this over here. Trying to raise rank in draft. And I'll also do a quick announcement in the Discords. If people want to come and hang out, when people are hanging out on stream, that's the best. Just checking on that. Okay, and streaming some Dominaria draft right now. Gaming.youtube.com VM Campos JR. Let me announce it there, and one more announcement over here. I'll say it's that time again, and so forth. Okay, we'll see if people come to hang out. Need to open one more control panel over here. Then we'll get ready to get started. I'll put my loot link right there. We'll say wish me luck at loots. So loots.com BM Campos. Go over there and say good luck. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, so it's ranked draft Dominaria is what I'm going for. Let's go for it. Let's see what we have. And I'll also move this over here. So we have Torgar, which is kind of amazing and fun at 7/6. Soul Salvage, Dark Bargain, Deep Freeze for some removal, Koilos, Pegasus in the Air, Goblin Barrage, 4 mana, sacrifice an artifact or goblin, deals 4 damage to target creature. If it was kicked, it deals to a planeswalker instead. Or Skizix, 5/3, haste and trample. Let's see what happens with that. You have Joyra, which you could do Izzet colors whenever you cast a historic, draw a card. Maybe we want to do that. Maybe we want to try to get to some Izzet stuff. Let's see about having Joyra on our team. So now we got to be on the lookout for historics, such as Short Sword. And then in Izzet colors, there's the Trickster. And then the Elemental. Yeah, let's see about going via Izzet. Flight. 1 damage to each creature without flying. Double red. Sacrifice a mountain if you do. Deals 3 damage to each creature. A lot of removal there. Or... and that one's in gold. Deals 1 damage to each creature without flying. Okay. Or add mana or sacrifice to each creature. Yeah, let's see how that goes. There's another Skizix, or there's an assistant or a construct. Let's grab that bird and see about getting some more constructs. Hammered Explorer, mill them. In limited, that'll be a little useful. There's the Damping Spear again from the game in the morning. Let's try to do some historic stuff. Befuddle. There's the wand, another Explorer. 3/3 for 4. Another Befuddle or a Fury. Seismic or Elemental. Prospector. So that ramps or Menace. Let's do a permanent Menace. Nothing good here. I like the art on the Evangel a little better. And the Prospector. Okay, sure. So next pack here, well, in my colors, we have the Chronicler, if it was kicked, which it never works for me, and the Raider. You may discard a card if you do draw 1 card, or the Cyclops if it gets blocked by more creatures. Power Stone. I could go with... Let's go with a Critter. There's the Wizard's Lightning. Fervent Strike, another Befuddle. Let's go with that Lightning. Oath of Teferi, Tiana. Divination. Syncopate. Collar. Can have a 3/3 flashy. Lava Runner. Now that's at common, so let's see what we get. Hasty Goblin. That's an opt. Or a Journey Mage when it enters. If you control another wizard, deals 2 damage to each opponent. Sure. There's a Retort. There's another War Chief. There's a Memorial. I like Opt, Memorial, and then the Goblin. Flame of Keld for some acceleration. There's a lot of good things in there that I liked. There's another Befuddle. What's this one again? Enchantment Aura. Enchant Permanent. Enchanted Permanent has hexproof. When Enchanted Permanent leaves the battlefield, if it was historic, draw 2 cards. So give something permanent, and somehow if it dies, get cards for 3 mana. Compass. Lava Runner. He's a wizard, right? Human wizard. Skirk. And Light. I didn't get anything in the really high end like that Snapper. We can do an Unwind, target non-creature spell or a construct. Actually, let's get some skits in here. Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, Joyrous Familiar, Deep Freeze, Academy Drake. Let's see if that comes around again. Slinvoda. That would be so fun. 8 mana. Or we could go with a 6 mana for 5. Or a 3/4 flyer. Let's go with a flyer. There's another Snapper. Shivan Fire. Fury Cyclops Rescue. There's Squee. That'd be fun to keep bringing him back. Chronicler again. Or a 5 casting cost 4/4. There's that Unwind. Aether Glider attacking or a 4. Amaranthine Wall, I suppose. And then a Rescue, and lastly a Fury. Okay. So we're going with an Izzet deck, but we've got Kiora as our sleeve. And let's cut out off-color things, which really isn't anything. Too bad. 58 cards. But let's see here. At the high end, we have the Flyer, we have a Flash, kind of a plain elemental, double red. Probably don't need that 4/4. Too many explorers. Cyclops I'm not loving. Skizix sure. Joyra, never mind that wall. We got a flyer there. Too many befuddles, maybe. Journey Mage or Chief Squee. Divination Unwind, Retort, First Eruption, Sphere, Flame, Frenzied, Trickster, maybe just one Skirk. I guess we don't need the Flight, Rescue. Shivan, got a lot of those. So how many historics? Does it tell you if you go over here? Creature, enchantment, 5 and 3. Now historics are artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. Okay, artifacts, legendaries, and sagas. So artifacts, legendaries. I've only got 5 artifacts. But we can't see which are legendary. Why isn't there a better way to... Yeah, like you can't sort things enough. 46 cards. What do we want to do? That's 16 creatures and 13 non-creatures. Okay, I think I'm fine with creatures. Maybe remove 1. Let's see, any one creature to remove. Let's stick with 16 creatures. Let's see, non-creatures, well. Want to do some damage. First strike and draw a card. Maybe that'll be a cut. We want to keep these historics. Servant, the Rage, nah. I don't want to get too furred. Then the Flame. Let's get rid of that first eruption. Do we want to dampen people? So, some acceleration. War Chief, Surveyor, Befuddle. Divination, Unwind. Retort and Lightning. I guess we'll do the usual. 42 cards is what I often end up with. Okay, so some flying plus scrying. 1/2 could have haste. Mana acceleration. Fire. Fury. First strike, draw card. Yep, let's try that. Let's try the usual 42 cards. So I'm having a fun drink. It's a macadamia nut liqueur. So this might be interesting. Hey, Mark Anthony, good afternoon. We're playing Draft. I ended up getting an Is It deck. They seem to have Orjav, Stuff in Hand. I have the Goblin War Chief. I got a Squee. They missed a land drop. That's fine, and I can do this Raider. We might discard something. 3, 4. If I discard something, that Trickster, I guess. Let's discard a Trickster. And it gave me the other land that would power it. Oh, you love the old cards? Yeah. I made the video after they revealed more stuff, and so it's incomplete, but there's just so much nostalgia in that set, huh? And so it's whenever you cast a historic. Okay, so we'll get Joyra on board. There she is, taking a sip from her bottle. Actually, no, she's looking at her telescope thing. But anyway, yeah, those cards. Usually what I like to do in my videos is show real cards, but I didn't have those cards, so that's what happened there. Okay, I guess Quende is very good, and I don't have a way to get rid of it just yet. It has double strike, so fine. Let's see here. Do I have to counter something, or will I flash something? Yeah, let's counter that. And they don't attack. Okay, so let's send Joyra in. I doubt they will block. Fine. They're going to want to attack with their Quende. How many do they have there? 6. There's their 6th land. Okay, fine. So if they use up their if they use up their tallow. Okay, well, I'm tapped out. They have that tallow which will kill anything. They've got the 9-3. They have a double strike. Let's see if we get anything good. That's not good. So I need a befuddle or something. You played the Spark Draft the other day. Managed to score God Eternal. That's nice. Okay, that's a 4. They're probably gonna trash there. Yeah, this is gonna be overkill because I know they're going to. Actually, they don't have enough for that. So let's see what we can do here. Actually, they were looking at their hand. They've got some tricks here. This is not gonna work out. But let's just throw all our creatures there. Who cares? This is not gonna work out. Dovin, not dog. Yep, here comes that trick. And so I'm inclined to concede because they've got a 9-3 and a 4. They've got 13 damage there. Yeah, let's just concede on this. They have way too much stuff. Plus they're doing dumb stuff with Togar, so who cares? Okay, well, let's see what happens on the next round. Now, was that a draft in real life? So you got the Kefnet. There's that befuddle. Where were you when I needed you? Oh, now I get it. Yes, the spell check spelled it into dog instead of Dovin. That's fun. So I can ramp right here. I can attack with that Prospector, sack it, and then I can do the Familiar. Okay, I guess I won't. Do we want a 1-2? Nope. Okay, so they're doing Gruul. And some Thalids. I have just the thing for that if it comes. Let's do some damage in the air. I'll be able to befuddle once. Okay, I guess we'll befuddle that. And we need to lightning bolt something. So we can block a little bit. What does Gyrus do again? Historic spells. Okay, let's see. I've got some historic things here. Ended up with a mean black blue amass. That's nice. I have a deck, black blue amass, that I'm trying to get done here in Arena. What were some of the cards that you used on that deck in your example? Well, of course they're gonna have that thing. Well, they seem to have a lot of good small creatures. Because they're stuck on 4 mana and I've got a ton. Okay, let's move on to the next one. That's a mana flood right there. Posted on Discord for me to see later. Cool. Thank you. So in the morning I had a pretty bad results in draft as well. I barely won 1. So I don't know. I think Dominaria is a real tricky Dominaria draft for me. So I'll do this. We'll say, give me good vibes. Cheer me on here. So head on over there and say something to save me, because this is, if I lose this, this will be my third loss and I'm done. They have their own Artificer's Assistant. Or maybe an Opt. There's an Opt in this set, right? Oh yeah, there it is. 5th place, very nice. Were there prizes at that end of things? I did a War of the Spark pre-release and I didn't place anywhere, but I won 2 and I lost 2, but other people did better and they got some cool prizes. So I feel like I'm not getting any like good draws. Let's go grab a... There were 18 players. That's good. So I'm going to have 4 mana. And they're still not doing anything. I bet you there's a counter spell coming right here. Is it Unwind, perhaps? Do we want that? Again, I feel like I'm not really getting anything meaningful. Guess let's drop that Sphere. And a Sentinel, sure. That's a beefy creature. So the Navigator's Compass is the artifact that turns your land into any kind of land, right? Until after target land you become basic land of your choice in addition to its other types. So it can become 2 kinds of lands at once and then choose any color. Okay. Now the main reason I was doing And that's kind of a big weight for that. So they could have killed my surveyor, but they really wanted to keep their familiar. Okay. But they're not attacking with it. Interesting. Another land, like I'm saying, I swear that I'm not getting anything that good in my draws. This might at least draw me a card. Alright, so this is kind of a weird opponent. Do they have to wait a lot to get to the good stuff? That's 6 lands. Is there a Bolus's Clutches I need to watch out for? And then again, I'm just getting like a lot of weird draws here. But that has haste at least. Okay, I guess they stopped caring about that. Maybe I'll flash in my Sentinel next turn. You may exile target historic and then flash it back in. What do I want to do? I could flash back in the Surveyor or flash back in the Compass for extra life. With the Surveyor I can go get more lands, I guess. Yeah, what are they trying to do here? They're going to damage themselves for 2. I'm going to flash in my Sentinel, and this is game over. But they probably have enough for a counterspell. No, okay, well, let's flash in and out this Compass to gain me more life for some reason. Okay, one life, and then they're done. Okay, that's, I don't know, they didn't seem to be getting anything. That's not fun. But, you know, I had 2 matches where I didn't get anything useful, I guess. Let's see how that goes. Okay, we've got 1 win at least. Let's see the next one. Yay, team. So, what am I working on for next week? If I put it out there to the world, then hopefully I follow through. Okay, so Mondays, this Monday, I think I'm going to show a Crack-a-Pack. I think I'm going to open some 6th edition, classic 6th edition cards. So that should be for Monday. Maybe I'll do a deck tech, a pauper deck tech of War of the Spark. So it's either the Crack-a-Pack or the deck tech, although the deck tech takes a lot more work, obviously. Tuesday, I'm planning to be my Nintendo NES from A to Z. Wednesday, of course, is comics. I'm trying new video version of the podcast. Thursday might be Thursday might be the day I do... What is that? Snack chat. And Friday is... Oh man, there goes Skizix. You mill me, I mill you. Next turn, if I get a land, I could come in with that flyer. And there, okay, there's my land. Great. Here's a flyer. Let's scry what's coming up, which will probably get milled away anyway. Let's see if they block. Double block. Perfect. Actually, we'll take her away. The card sleeves. Yeah, check them out right here. We can see them right... Where can we see them greatly? Ah, man. Hold on. Where can I see my card sleeves? If I click on my deck, right? Oh, here's my deck. Well... Yeah, how do I see my own card sleeves? Okay, anyway. What do I want to do here? Let's just hold off a little bit. And we can befuddle or Sentinel. We'll take out that Scholar. They have enough for that tallow thing, so I guess they can use it. Maybe. Okay, how many sorceries do I have in the yard? Only one. Okay, let's jam it with this guy. And they're gonna do that. Expected. Bring this guy in. Attack for 5. I can befuddle. Uh-oh. That's gonna wipe out my whole board. And okay, so it's gonna wipe out my whole board. But yes, please attack me, please, yes. That way I can damage you even more. Okay, saw that coming. Next up, let's befuddle that rat. Getting nothing here. Getting nothing here. Okay, we'll befuddle that rat one more time. There goes my graveyard. Sure. We'll just befuddle it before it even attacks. And I'm getting another land. Beautiful. Okay, Trickster. I guess let's wait for it to attack. It's a lot of mana. What do they have in store? Very tricky nothing? Of course they do. Exile it. Fine. And I get her. Oops, maybe I should have discarded a card. Nope. Cast the flame. That'll draw me 3 cards next turn. And we'll see what happens. They have a ton of mana, and they're in the perfect colors to kill my raider. It's not so bad. That'll draw me 3 cards. All lands. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Well, I put him on a 6-turn clock because I have that flyer. And I get another land. Okay. I can feel this one slipping away from the jaws of victory. Such bad luck. It was like, did you see all that mana flood? GG. Okay, well, I'm going to switch over to a different format, but I got 2 of those, which is nice. Is that a glitch? I thought you would only get 1 from that. Well, beggars can't be choosers. Let's go crack some packs. So I'm at 200% vault progress. 200.8. That gets me 2 mythics, 4 rares, and 6 uncommons, right? Anyway, let's crack that. Got a rare uncommon. Ariel, she's cool. Yargo, hilarious. And Isolated Chapel. Okay, nice. Okay, let's switch over to a different format for the moment. What can we play here? Traditional, constructed. Yeah, let's jump over here to the traditional constructed and just mess around with this low stakes thing. I have just like these jank decks. Let's play with a Trot. I haven't played with that deck in a little while. Actually, can I change? Oh man, I can't change. Well, I think I can do it over here, right? I haven't changed all my deck sleeves. Can I go here, change the deck sleeve, and then remind me before I end. Maybe I'll also buy another sleeve later. Sarah is cool. Kaya is kawaii. Narset is cool too. And then there's these other ones. Tamio. Okay, anyway, let's play a little bit of this traditional constructed. See how that goes. I haven't played this Etrata deck in a while. This used to be like my favorite deck like 4 seasons ago. It doesn't feel like it works anymore. I used to feel like I could get far with it on the ladder, but it's like everyone's way too good now. You know, I look back at like my first games, and then with horrible lands like that. I look at my first games of playing Arena a year ago on stream, and it was like, wow, people were so, I don't want to say not good, but I used to feel that I could win so easily, and not anymore. Anyway, let's be mean and check out their plan of attack. Alright, so Izareth, Doomed, Rising. I guess the important thing to get rid of here is Izareth, even though she's 3 mana. They will be able to do that. Okay, fine. Oh, and then if I can divest. Nice. Such a mean deck. So when this works, it works. Let's lull them into false sense of security with a blocker, and then whoops, go in with a divest, and we're done with that. Yeah, exactly the feeling of like, this didn't used to be as hard. Well, they're obviously going to mortify my thief, but wait, I have the ability to protect the thief with the Tamer. Costly Plunder. Okay, fine. That's pretty cool. Ooh, there's that. They can't mortify that at the moment. Let me bring out my thief, and then I can protect it, because they're obviously going to mortify it. But I'm going to protect it with the Tamer, Storm Tamer, and then I'll Curious Obsession it. So I'll steal their card and draw a card off the top. Here it comes. They're going to try to mortify me, but I'm going to then Rickify them. Get it, Rick and Morty? Okay, here it comes, but no one expects a counterspell on a creature. It will attack, no blocks. End turn, perfect. Do this. Steal their critter, or steal whatever. Let's see what we get here. Draw the card, yep. Ooh, cast down, nice. Let's steal your Teysa, even though I can never... Oh yeah, I can cast her actually, 4 mana. And then let's make you discard. Draw my Grave, nice. So what does Teysa do again? If something dies, do it twice. And there's the Mortify. Creatures have Vigilance. Okay, fine. She's a 2/4. Another Costly Plunder. Yep. The zombie has outlived its usefulness. And I've got a cast down ready for them. Which of course won't work with a God Eternal. Okay. This will work. What do I want here? Definitely don't need those lands. Sure, we'll do the Tamer as protection. Return that. Do my attack right here. Now, they sacked their own land, right? Okay, well, there's the land to bring back. I was going to say they don't have enough to bring back the Eternal. But they would rather kill that. Okay, fine. Bring out Grandma, sure. Draw the Obsession. They have a chump blocker. They're gonna go for the God Eternal, I am sure. Whoop, they go with their own case Teysa, sure. So it's Teysa versus Teysa, but mine's a little buffer, but still can't deal with her big butt. And they don't want to bring that Eternal back out, huh? Interesting. That's got Death Touch. Ooh, okay. I guess. Okay, I'll hold on to my guy for later. I'll hold on to my Dream Eater a little later. I'll bounce something back. Let them kill their Enforcer. Sure, at least it's not... Okay, yeah, Teysa does that. Okay. They have 2 spirits. Well, there's a Trata, my win condition. But it'll be better to bounce that back to their hand and then divest it. Oops, I forgot to check what else I was gonna pull. This will be so devastating. I hope they auto-concede after this, because I'm about to look at their hand and then take their God Eternal. Bye-bye. And then have them sacrifice something, probably Grandma. Yep, and then over here they will chump block, or they won't. Okay, fine. Ethereal Absolution, that'll work. Let's get my alternate win con. What can I get out of my graveyard? Another Dream Eater, okay. This is kind of taking a little while, isn't it? Oops, I didn't attack with that. Okay, fine. I guess I'll wreck my Dream Eater just to lower their ranks. Then I will attack unblockable and get out. You have a Mad Storm. See some of your plays. Uh-oh, your net is dropping in and out. That's not fun. Sacrifice a creature, create 2 colorless. Well, let's get rid of a token. We don't need any of these items. And lastly... Oops, yeah, the 0 cost. The 1 cost is not going to help. Okay, fine. Of course, they have an answer for that. Well, I guess this game is over. Alright, well, I'm on a 2-turn clock. I don't think this is gonna work. insult to injury, we'll just look at their hand, which is a land. And this is not really going to get me anywhere, but we'll do that too for no reason. Yep, this one's totally done. Alright, let's try the next thing. That slipped away there at the end. Game 2. Okay, totally forgot that this is the traditional. Okay, so, what's going to work here? Oh, hey, Stevie. I'm trying to play against this person that kind of had some good stuff going on. I guess an essence capture would be good. Take out a couple curious obsessions, throw in some captures. They've got creatures, so divest will work. Cast down. Let's take out a couple cast down and put in some murders because they had some legendary creatures. So let's see what happens when we change things up a little bit. Get to go first. Nothing great. Well, I have my alternate win conditions, so let's see how we do with that. She is a 4-drop, but they didn't do anything good. I can cast down something, then I can sinister sabotage something else. So, creature, nah. We've got a counter spell ready. Doomed Dissenter, sure. Alright, so I'm getting stuck on lands, and they were for a moment. Okay, well, I'm out of options. Okay, well, good job. You got your perfect draws. Let's check the next player. Like I said, I feel that this deck, you know, like 2 sets ago, no, I feel that this deck before, I feel that this set at Guilds of Ravnica, which is like 10 years ago, was good. But now, you saw the first one took a while, then it fell apart. The second one was just too slow. And then right here with a horrible opening hand, of course. But we've got to divest, so this is suicide, but we'll go for it. And we'll see how it goes. No lands. This is an Izzet deck. So we'll take out that Spark Double, which wasn't going to come anyway. And then they've got Teferi. How can I deal with Teferi? Okay, 2. Well, I can't Thought Erasure because they'll easily repel that. They have their third land. Why didn't I mulligan? Because I want to live dangerously. Let's see if they burn one of their... They have two of those, which is fine. They're done with one. Here comes Teferi next turn. They still have enough for a...
Don't worry, I got this.
So, okay, let's try that again. They got everything that they needed. Let's get some duresses in there. Let's go heavy counterspell. They probably have creatures, but let's take those out. Curious Obsession. Alright, let's see how that goes. They are trying very hard to sideboard as well. No lands. So when the algorithm hates you, they hate you. Alright, next turn Thought Erasure, then we got a Counterspell, or maybe the Sanity. So a ton of Planeswalkers, but we'll get rid of that Counterspell. Another Counterspell? Sure. We'll have them burn their stuff. They're going to do that instead. Okay. They're going to get their fourth land, enough for their Planeswalker and a Spell Pierce. Watch. Okay, they're being a little tricky. That's fine. Yeah, let's get rid of that. They're marveling at my alternate art. They're marveling at my alternate art thing. Ooh, there's a Sarkhan, that's nice. So that Mox Amber will let them summon their Sarkhan, right? So of course they left 2 double blue. Actually, they have enough for a counter spell, so I guess this is another one that they just had all the answers, so this is going to get countered. It's actually going to get Teferi'd. Yeah, let's move on. This one's got it all locked up. Like I said, this deck back in the day used to do something. Let's try one more with a different deck. Nothing's like tournament worthy, but this cat deck is fun. Let's see what happens with that. So how was everyone's day today? Were you productive? I was organizing my vintage cards. What else did I do? I just really relaxed. I had like a full week last week of just a lot of content creation. And then I kind of took a big day off. Yep, this is my cat's deck, mono white. Gideon is in there. He's a crazy cat lady. This is my perfect god draw right here. Let's see how fragile it is, because again, I swear that this algorithm sometimes pairs you just so weird. So, turn 1, Stray. Turn 2, Pridemate. Turn 3, Apparition. There's Oketra eventually, but they're gonna have something... I swear, like, sometimes it just pairs you up with something so fragile. Okay, black and white, so here comes a Mortify on that Pridemate. I think the better play is an Apparition first. And then... well, I guess, little cat, you're gonna get sacrificed for the greater good. You've been productive since practicing your 3D modeling. Very nice. Okay, those cats are getting wacky with 2 mana. You've been doing that daily. Very nice. Teferi will return my 4/4, but then my other cat will kill it. Fine there.
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
So 3 mana to 3 mana. I know they have a mana revealed. Double explore. They got only 1 land, but that's big enough to take out my Pridemate. But I've got Topple the Statue. You've been taking improv classes with the local improv. That's really cool. I didn't know that. That's really cool. Gideon's Triumph. You should definitely listen to a podcast. I'll put it right here. The best improv podcast is Improv for Humans. Look that podcast up. It's so good. Matt Besser and a variety of comedians do an hour-long improv show on iTunes or Google Play every week, and it's just amazing what they can pull off in an improv setting. So of course they had their god draw that their Jade Light kicks off twice. Gideon. Well, let's do this. Yeah, let's get Gideon out here. Shoot! That was the wrong thing. So dumb. I had 2 Gideon cards in my hand, and I picked the wrong one. So dumb. Let's see if I can recover from that. Yeah, I'm into improv comedy podcasts. I listen to a lot of podcasts. They're almost all comedy podcasts, and that's the one I really recommend. It's really fun. Well, they keep looking at their graveyard. They're obviously going to return something cool.
Right on schedule.
Okay, I guess this one's been won.
I'll protect you.
Yeah, let's just try that again. They got their perfect setup right there. When the algorithm loves you, it loves you. So I don't think there would have been a big difference if I managed to get to ferry out properly. And of course it was just like a perfect combo. They had the Command the Dread Horde, which lets you bring things back, which damages you. But oh, the thing you're gonna bring back are the two merfolk that will double explore. But oh, you've also got that wild growth that will gain you 3 life every time you explore. That's just way too perfect. At least here I'm going to be able to get out my Gideon a little faster, but this deck, their deck had some Planeswalker kill cards, right? So this this deck, I want to do a version of it in real life for the play group. So Stevie, you're getting a preview of what this deck is. It's got some new cats. Oh, actually, there's some brand new cats in Modern. There's one new cat in Modern Horizons, and it okay, clearly here they've got, if they have their, they're gonna have their Jade Light Ranger, they're gonna do a double explore right here. That's not so bad, actually.
This is a fight you can win. Trust me, I have a plan.
Okay, well, that was another. Surprise Magic hasn't been showing dogs more. Yeah, the last one was Mowu from War of the Spark. It's a green dog. It does cool stuff. And there's dogs here and there, but I don't know, I guess they like cats a little bit more. Now that we have the filter, for lands, I gotta go change all the lands of my decks. I gotta put my new sleeves and my new lands on my decks. Okay, they dropped a Cleansing Nova, because obviously they have one anyway. I guess that's kind of okay. So next turn I have enough for Oketra, but I'm sure they're full of counter spells. Planning on making your first true puzzle adventure. Oh, Zork and Mist, cool. I didn't know you knew about those. Okay, so they've obviously left something for a counter spell. If they counter Oketra, then I'm done. Yeah, like I'm saying, these matches... Like, this is a casual deck, but it just seems to pair with now I identify with the early 90s. Maybe you do with the later 90s. If they get like a turn 2 Ascanta, I'm done. Now, what do they have in white or black that they needed their shock land for one single mana? Opt. Where should you read upon a starting up? I would just go on Amazon and then look up game design books. Just theories of game design. Okay, so this is obviously a very control-y deck. They've got all of the lands for... Oh, okay, that's interesting.
From this plane. I will lend you my strength. I surrender.
That was a turn 3 Gideon. Oh, I don't see this played that often. Now, clearly, they are going to counterspell this, but then I still have enough for my Charmed Stray. And they don't remember that their land can turn into a person. Now, obviously, next turn they're gonna play a destroy all creatures spell. Book of Lenses. That doesn't sound quite familiar.
Sorry I'm late.
Well, why does it pair me with such terrible pairs? Okay, well, I guess for the moment, I'm gonna sign off. I've been streaming for almost an hour and a half. So I'm going to wrap it up at this point. Hopefully things were somewhat entertaining. I think there were a lot of losses, too much, more than usual. That's never fun. But if you liked the stream, say so right here. Let's do the loots link one more time right there. Follow the loots link one more time and say something nice there. Because, full disclosure, I've already made 0.0162 dollars from people commenting on the loots. So I'm going up there. So Mark and Stevie and I think one more person there. Yeah, follow that loots link. Say something nice as we wrap up the stream and get those, get that loots cash going up before we wrap up. Let's do, let's see, like what I was saying for next week. My plan is on Monday, I'm going to have a Crack-a-Pack video, and I'm opening up some boosters of 6th edition. On Tuesday, I'm going to have the next episode of my NES to A to Z. NES from A to Z series. Keep getting something went wrong, so I don't know, it's just, did I spell the link wrong again? No, it should go there directly. You're probably getting emails in your spam box that you haven't, oh yeah, something came in right there. Okay, cool. I will approve that right there. That'll pop up in just a moment. Yes, I'm definitely doing the Super Nintendo after I do the Nintendo. So, where do I have my... Where did I save my list of games? I had made an amazing list. Yeah, where did I save that? Don't tell me I have to look it up again. I already had like a plan. Oh, look at that. Claim and Conquer. Look at that amazing Hiram Archage. So much action. That looks like an Eternal for some reason. And there's a crab or something. So, craft, claim, and conquer. Experience the ultimate free-to-play sandbox. MMORPG, Archage, join now. Super Mario All-Stars, ooh, that's a nice one. I haven't picked my Super Nintendo list yet, but I have my Nintendo list. But where did I... Oh, I know where I saved it. I saved it in the actual folder of the project. Let me pull that up again. So, what is... So I did 1942 as the first game. The next one that's coming up, oh, this one just gives me so much nostalgia. Now, okay, these are the games that I'm picking that I played back in the day. That doesn't mean that it's like everyone's favorite games, but the, oh, it worked for you? Okay, good. Here's what's coming up for, so we're starting A to Z finally, because we did a numbers last week. Adventure Island Part 1. I just have such fond memories of that game. It's a Hudson Soft game. And the little guy, Master Higgins, I believe that's his name, he just had like a cute expression, and he was running around and beating up the bad guys. It was such a fun game. So that's the one that's coming for A. And I've got some other ones. I don't want to review them too far in advance. Maybe I'll review them in advance in the stream here. Yep, it should be showing up soon, no problem. I see it on my control panel. It's been approved. It'll appear any second now. Let's see what cool thing appears here. Let's see what cool thing appears on the stream covering my face. But it's worth it, because if people like the message up there, follow the link and get that sponsored content, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, I have that NES from A to Z. I think I've picked some cool games that like not everyone picks all the time. You know, there's the big famous ones. Unfortunately, D for Donkey Kong. Now, which Donkey Kong do you mean? Because obviously I'm starting with Nintendo games first. But D for Donkey Kong was not picked. It was another D game about tales of some ducks. And then there's these other ones that like I'm so torn about what to pick, especially S. I have my main list. You know, I didn't play a lot of Game Boy games, so I'm not planning on that one, but I've got definitely NES from A to Z, and then when that's done, because that's 26 episodes, right? 26 letters of the alphabet, so in 26 weeks, which is half a year, then I'm going to start the SNES from A to Z, and then I got to compile a list of that. Super Nintendo games. Probably on that, definitely. For F, we're going to do Final Fantasy II, which was the US version of Final Fantasy IV. I sort of feel like that might be my most favorite game ever. The American version, Final Fantasy II. It just like gave me so many feels, and the game was so good, and the plot and everything. So so there's that. And I guess for the moment, we're going to wrap up here. So, okay, cool, everyone. Thank you so much. Thanks for doing the loots. It'll show up eventually there. But thanks for that. Thanks for hanging out. I'll do it again. Same bat time, same bat channel next week. Watch for the new content next week. Tell people about the stream or the Patreon or whatever. I got free stuff on the Patreon, of course, and stuff that you can get if you go up to the higher tiers. So thanks, everyone. See you next time.